like the Cook Report done 20 years ago. I'm bringing it back. I'm the first to do the charts. Why? Because I'll have a team of cameramen with me, and I'll be flopping on individuals who are known in the public eye and asking them serious questions about their lifestyle and who they mix with. It's going to be great, lad. Will you ever be signed with James English again? Thought you two were class together, man. Nah, I was used by a horrible individual. I was naive by thinking I could trust such type of individual. And I'm made up, I'm very satisfied that he exposed them before they done what they were planning to do to me, which was absolutely ruin me and take all the click. That's all they want. It's the bottom line. Darren, do you like going to museums? Yeah, I do, mate. Declan. Darren Gee. Declan, give it a rest, lad. James English is a bellend. I was gonna go off on you then, Aaron, lad, but then I thought you're singing from the same hymn sheet as me, lad. So you know you've got to do what's best for you. But Shawn Attwood isn't the answer. He doesn't seem right. Dale boy, keep smashing it, mate. Jay Turner, you not watching the match? No, lad. Nadeem, whoa, I'm looking at about 50 motorbikes just cruise past there. What you've got in Birmingham, you see, you've got a lot of bike culture. You've got a lot of bike gangs. And when I was in prison, I met a few kids from Manchester who was linked to a couple of these bike gangs. The bike gang I'm talking about, can't remember the name, but I'll tell you an incident they were involved in years ago. They done a shooting on the motorway in the garage, remember, years and years ago. That gang. Anyway, I'll let that slip. Use him to build your brand. I don't use no one, Ash Alderson. I'm not that type of individual. The whole reason I don't mix with that group of horrible poisonous people is because I don't like the way they use people and exploit them. It is what it is. That's part of the problem with them all. I'm not here to use no one. If I do jump on board with Shawn Attwood, it'll be for the right reasons and the right reasons only. Not to stab no one in the back, not to shit on no one, but to develop a long-lasting business relationship and hopefully a friendship. But I don't give my friendship away lightly no more. Fuck that. My friendship does not come lightly these days, trust me. It's heavy. If you want to take the responsibility of being my friend, you've got to know what it's about. You've got to understand who I am and where I'm coming from. And real friends will take that on board and accept it. And that's what I'm about. Longevity with a friendship. Not just some people popping in, popping out. You growing a beard, lad? I'm always nice and shaved. Shawn just looks funny, but no real evidence of it apart from the obvious. Listen, Ash, I don't know him on a personal level like I did a few wherever. When I targeted him, I was led down a path and targeted him. I've apologised to him and I've let it be. What he does from that, I'm not really asked, to be honest. He has come back with positive feed. He has come back with positive energy, so I'm embracing it. Any of yous out there that feels positive energy, doesn't matter where it's coming from, just make sure it's not fake. Embrace it. Do you miss anything about your whole life? Lots of money, I don't miss anything about it, mate. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't have to miss it. It's not forgotten. It's all within me, mate. You know, if I want to go back to that lifestyle, I can just reminisce. I can reminisce about what I used to do. Have a little laugh about some things, but thinking to myself, what a rat I was back then. You don't realise what you're becoming when you're caught up in that sort of field of energy. Yes, lads, Graham, Y20, Robert Bailey, Decker's a decent fella. You got that right, mate. He's done nothing but proud for me. And now look, You've got the Central Club podcast. They were probably anticipating me to switch on them because they had the haters in their ears. But I'm not like that. I don't switch on the good. You got Trigger Reds. Probably worried because he unfollowed them, but there's nothing personal in it at all. You have known me for a while. I follow and unfollow. All the other little weird people that have just been clickbaiting me for 8 months, who seem to have calmed down for a little bit while they rekindle themselves, get themselves back in order. They're just dickheads. They're just dickheads. Honest. Think they're famous because they're standing on YouTube stages, and they're just not. That's the highest level they're going to get to. Me, I look bigger than that, and I'm entitled to do bigger than that. Why? Because I'm a reformed, legal member of society now. They're not. The only reason the one-eyed monster got to where he was is because he snitched, and he's been snitching since. That's it. Bottom line. James English signed up to the same board. That's why he's flying. Other than that, the dickheads, aren't they? Yes, Cordy. They're just dickheads. I've said it loads of times, you line them up. In that line-up, you used to have Attwood, but take him out the picture and then line the rest of them up. And what have you got? They just look like fucking 5 cartoon characters, don't they? All fucked up. Hope you're all well, mate. I'm sound, Yes, Tom. Is your painting for sale? I would like to buy the graffiti one. Stevie Stewart, it's not, mate, sorry. Does the police still harass you? The ones in Birmingham, they're dying to pull me over, but because I'm on a new bike, they can't get near me. But it's not harassment. They just want to gauge where I am, what my mindset's like, how I'm thinking about things, because that's what they do. Merseyside police, I beat them in the final attempt to try and sabotage the message when they had me on bail for 2 years. They went out the way to breach that bail. You had little rats in the city of Liverpool helping them, trying to breach me, so I went to jail, basically working like the police to put me in jail. Lived and breathed boxing since I was 9, and seeing someone with a big following expose shithouse MTK as boss, wrecking our sport. Arneson, they're not just wrecking the sport, mate. Although the sport is very pivotal in what's going on within every community up and down the city, they're wrecking families, they're wrecking talents of young kids, and I mean totally destroying pure talent. They're meant to be elevating boxers. They're meant to be putting boxers on clean, legal shows, not engaging them in criminality where some are getting shot dead, some are getting thrown over balconies, and others are just fucking getting their careers ruined. It is what it is, you're not stupid. If you've been in the boxing game all your life, if you're 40 years old, if you look at that Porky's Corner. Now I know it is what it is, Porky's Corner. I watch his programme on a regular basis. Why? Because he's probably the only fucking person within the arena of boxing that is not scared to tell you what the fuck is what. It's as simple as that. That's why I watch that Porky's Corner. What a guy. But listen, the bottom line is, I've said a lot of things over the last 3 years. Some are really fucking, deep community-based issues. People can't act them. Why? Because it's deep, and they've been involved in that deepness, and they can't accept where I'm coming from. But I know, and I know for a fact, by the messages I get and the communication I have with thoroughbred Scousers, people that follow me, men, working men, people with kids, people who haven't got kids, I don't care. They all listen and they're all on board for what I'm on about. They relate to what's going on in their kids' future if it doesn't stop, or at least slow the fuck down. The sooner you all give your fucking head a shake and come outside the box, take an helicopter view if you like. Imagine yourself in a helicopter above the city or above your community, looking down over a 6-month period. Over that 6 months period, detail all the incidents that's gone on your streets or in your estate. Detail how many families are being broke down. Just detail everything what's going on. Then come back and tell me I'm a soft cunt. Come back and tell me I'm chatting shit. Come back me and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I've never been there and experienced that life, have I? It is what it is, people. If you want the city of Liverpool, city of Manchester, city of Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, doesn't matter where you are, if you want your city to be better in the future, to raise your children, we've got to unite. You've got to understand where the problems lie. You've got to understand when you've got people like me who are getting wrote off, getting labelled like the problem causer, or the one that's creating problems in the city. I'm the one exposing the problems in the city. I'm the one exposing the faults of this level of criminality that we're witnessing right now within the city. No one else is doing it. And I don't give a shit. I've done it for the right reasons. I've always been in the righteous position. I don't think I'm some god. I don't think I'm going to change the world. But what I do know is I've been given this energy to transfer it. I'm transferring it. The people that embrace it and take it on board, the attitude changes and the life changes. Why? Because I inspire the fire within them. All they've got to do is keep on planting that seed of positivity, and their life flows in a different direction and everything will fall into place. And that's why I scream, choose a life, not a knife. Don't give a fuck anyway. They're all dickheads anyway if you look at them. The people that are hating me are dickheads. They get twisted Saturday, Sunday and recover Monday and hurt someone with their mouth. That's what we deal with here. You get people who think they're fucking famous on YouTube, go out on the Friday, get twisted Friday, Saturday, recover Sunday. On the Monday they can't have to come down, bang. They get on a live feed looking rough as fuck and try and hurt someone with their mouth. Every time I've come on any live feed, my head might have gone on a few occasions where I'm frustrated, but I've never been twisted off drugs. I've never been fucked up because I've had a naughty weekend twisted. Ever. I've even went out there and done a piss test for yous and proved the only consumption of drugs I've ever had is cannabis. You will not get any other podcaster not gearing up for it, not saying I'm going to do a piss test in 3 months. Right now, bang, get alive, get a piss test, do it. Let's see how many come back clean. Let's see how many come back without cocaine in the bloodstream and shit like that. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. You get a gang of fucked up kids, and the only personality they have got is from drugs. They don't make sense when they're not on the drugs, and that's what you witnessed. Twisted, fucked up kids chatting shit, thinking they're in some sort of power seat because they've got 1,000 people watching them on YouTube. It's crazy. Anyway, while I'm here, I always cruise through Selly Oak, boss place in Birmingham. It's got a higher influx of students, and I always float through here. And every time I float through here, I always see skateboarders. These skateboarders just flying all to this one space, and this is where it is. Yeah. Now, if you want to follow her Instagram page, it's Bornbrook DIY. Now, if you go and see Bornbrook DIY on their Instagram page, it's unbelievable what they do in communities like this one in Selly Oak in the city of Birmingham. Now, what you've got here, people, is this fella. He's only just passed away. His name was Hems. Now, I didn't really know him, but I feel his energy when I step in here. That's why I embrace it. The things he's done for this community and the people that attend this skate park is unbelievable. Now, bear in mind, this skate park was nothing. The skate park was nothing. Never had no ramps, never had no benches, never had a damn thing in here. It was just barren land, nothing happening on it. This fella, Hems, and a couple of his loyal soldiers have got together, come in, got on this barren land and started making a difference. Look at this art. This was only done the other week. I watched this happen. Boss. This is Hems. This is the one that's done what I'm going to show you now. Now, as you've come in, unbelievable, mate. So they've even got the council on board now. There's been negotiation process back and forth, bam. They've finally got the council on board, so this is going to remain. The same fella has done skate parks up and down the country, and the council have always knocked them down. This one is remaining. As you can see, they've started it off. This is one of the first ramps. It's waterlogged now, but as you come round here, they've got their own made benches, they've got their own made little things going on. This will all be done in the future to a high class standard, I'm sure of it. They need funding. Any sponsors in Birmingham? Sorry about that. A lot of kids use this. You turn round, look. See all the ramps and that? Absolutely boss though, innit? And this is what I'm saying. This is a community project. No government got involved in this. No council got involved in this. They're involved now because they're seeing the impact it's having on the community and the amount of hours that young kids and men, all types come here. You see families coming here spending hours while the kids are practicing on ramps like this, on skateboards. And this is just solid Hems and his initiative and his inspiration that's carrying this on. He's got a kid who have just said on that Bournebrook DIY, he's sort of like kept the flame going for this Hems. If you want to sort of get on them, support them, it's a CIC now. They're a CIC. You can fund them. All the funding will go into this and community projects in the future. Obviously, I'm on live. I might get a few idiots kicking in. I'll give it another 5 minutes, then I'll go. What's the Insta page again, Dazza? I'll show you that. See ya. Bournebrook DIY. Boss Initiatives. This man started it off. Hems. A lot of you skateboarders out there will know this fella. A lot of you will have rode on his skate parks when he's built them. It is what it is. It's a lasting legacy. That's why I like him. He's left a legacy of positivity. And look at it. You might think it's nothing, but if you go onto that Instagram page, you will see it to the bare bone of where they started. That Bournebrook DIY. If you go on their Instagram page, you will see the process from where this started, and it's absolutely fantastic. Why? Because there's land identical to the ones they've used up and down the country that can be refurbished into good community projects that children and adults can use together, safe, without predators roaming. If you get what I'm saying. Anyway, there you go, people. Darren Gee in the boss area of Selly Oak, Birmingham. In the background you see Hems, rest in peace. The inspiration he's left to the youth and the other people that attend this park on a daily basis is just too powerful to ignore. I'm going to get off now, people. Hope you're good. Peace out, L5 shout. And always choose a life, not a knife.